it's finally time. Last time you guys saw the BMW, we were installing one of, if not the nicest mods we've ever put on a car ever, the Nitron R3 suspension. Now, unfortunately, during that install, we had a little hiccup, but we do have one slight problem that we just figured out. So keep in mind, incredibly nice and incredibly awesome was a three-way suspension, which unfortunately for us in the class that we currently race in, we cannot have a three-way suspension. So what that means is we had to put this build on pause and bring this suspension back to Nitron so that they could make us a two-way suspension so that we can actually run this. Now, while the BMW was on pause, we decided to quickly get the FL5 Type R ready to go compete at Grid Life Midwest Fest at Gingerman Raceway in Michigan, which was awesome because during this pause while we were driving the FL5, we set the street class front wheel drive record at Gingerman Raceway with a 139.3.
Dustin Williams in that 595, again, he's the driver that we've been keeping our eye on. He's only a 10th away from getting in.
That was pretty rad. But today, we are back working on the M2 because our brand new, very beautiful Nitron R3 suspension is back. So I drove myself over to Nitron, which is conveniently right next to where we live. I don't know how that worked out, but it's really cool. Nitron put a brand new state-of-the-art facility very, very close to us where they do suspension tuning, suspension building, create products. It's pretty damn awesome. Right next to us, so I drove myself over there, went and picked up our new suspension, and today's the day we get to install it.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. It's okay. You can take it out of the box if you want to.
Yeah, I appreciate your help. Yeah, you too, dude. We now have brand new two-way suspension so that this car can race in the street GT category with Grid Life, and we can absolutely rip. Now, what does this mean? We get to get the M2 back on the streets. Now, this car has to be ready in September? End of September for Laguna Seca, but before that, I still want to drive this car on the street, and we have track days to go to and from. I'm going to show you guys exactly what we're going to be doing today to get this thing back on the road so we can have fun with it, drive it on the street as well, and get this thing ready for the track later this year. But for now, we got the suspension back in. Team Money's going to come down here and help me modify this car, and we're going to have some fun today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video. Doing good. You're good. Nice work there.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Check this out. It is hot as heck. Just take a second, one small second, to look at the beef.
Look at the girth.
The girth on this. We're so back, baby. Come check out the BMW here for a second. Today we have a simple yet effective mod to truly enhance the look of any car, but in our case for today, the M2. Now, previously in this video, I showed you guys we were finishing up reinstalling our suspension. Come take a look, it's actually beautiful. Everything fits now, we're good to go. The Nitron suspension is now in, and this BMW is gonna be so good. But we do have one small issue. We found another wheel that was even more bent than our previous wheel. But that reinforces why we're doing what we're doing today. We also purchased these, which are some very small wheel spacers just to get some more clearance between our wheel and the suspension. We do have very, very wide track wheels, and these are gonna help us make sure there's no fitment or rubbing issues when we have those on and the new suspension. But that's not for today. Let me show you guys what we have for today. We've been waiting for what's in this box for a very, very long time. And to tell you guys how long we've been waiting, we didn't even have our current track setup when I ordered these, but they have finally come in, and it actually fits right in with what's going on with the BMW right now. But we have, honestly, it's like a classic thing to do when you're first just getting a car, wheel spacers. Now this is really great for us if we come over here, check this out. I think this was the first mod I ever did to this car, the extended wheel studs, which is gonna be great for us because these guys are gonna go on here, no problem, fit the wheel on with plenty of stud left, which is gonna be sick. Now, we got these because mod number 2, if you wanna call it a mod, the meat Also, before we move on, I do have to give a big thank you to Fitment Industries. It was a pain in the butt finding spacers for this car, hence why it was taking so long, but they were able to source me a company that custom made these for us, which is really awesome. So not only wheels, tires, suspension, Fitment can hook you up with anything you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave a link to Fitment down in the description box below. They also have an entire gallery. So in case you guys have a weird car like my 1999 Porsche Boxster right here, and you don't know what size wheel or tire to get, you can search their gallery and get the perfect spec for your car, whatever it may be. We have our OEM wheels, but with a twist, we have brand new Bridgestone Potenza Sport tires on them. Something that's really cool about these tires as well, they are also a 200 tread wear, much like my RE71 RS, but tailored to also a street driven car. So if you're gonna like daily your car and track it, the Potenza Sport is for you, whereas the RE71 RS is more of a track specific tire. This has the performance of a 200 tread wear tire while also still being a street tire, which is perfect. We have a brand new set of Potenza Sports for our OEM wheels, which we went a little crazy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I may have goofed just a little bit. The rears are perfect. We stepped up to a 305/30/20, which is what I run in the track spec, which is gonna be good, except I just have 19s. But for the front, I may have made a little oopsie. So for the front here, get a size comparison.
What's the oopsie?
Just get a little size comparison. Look at the meat difference here. No, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. The front sizing comes OEM in a 275. I ordered a 265. I meant to get a 285, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. We can change that down the road, but for purposes today, it's fine. Now, why this is so good is because our other track wheel is now being fixed because it is super, super bent. So this is why you wanna run dailyable setup and also have a track setup, which is what this car needs. I haven't driven this car in a long time because we've been waiting for the suspension, and the wheel's bent, but today we finally get to get this thing back on the road, feel the nitrons for the first time ever, and have a street specific setup that's still going to look badass. So not only do we have much emphasis on thank you Bridgestone, better tires, we're also going to have much better fitment thanks to Fitment Industries. Whew. Okay, it's about 8,000 degrees in here. Let's go ahead and get started on the car. Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, put it on, make sure it's all the way on there. I'll just, let me do the first one.
No. No.
Okay, good. Whoa! Going the wrong way. Okay, for our adventure today, we have two 15 mils and two 20 mils. We're gonna use the 20s for the front since the fitment on the front of these cars from stock is super sunk. These are gonna make that a lot better, and hopefully my 265 doesn't look too small. I love these Potenza Sports. They are super nice, grippy, but also gonna be very great for the street. Before 20 mil, these are so much heavier than my track setup. That's insane. Okay, oh, it's a heavy wheel.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Sunk.
Hold on, let's give them a good, there we go. Sunk. Can't even see it. Let's check these bad boys out. Okay.
Look at that girth.
Look at her.
That's sick. The 265 doesn't look that bad. It could definitely use meat, but it doesn't look that bad. Now for the big boys. You ready for the rear?
All right, let's see it.
I think that's gonna make the biggest difference. I'm super soaked.
Let's give it before, right? Because
Yeah, of course.
we already have.
Of course.
All right.
Here, you gotta do it. Whoa. It's the trigger finger.
I got it. I'm so scared.
You got it? Oh, look at you.
These things, they're literally wider than I am.
Bridgestone has got it. If you guys are looking for a good streetable performance tire, the Potenza Sport is where it's at.
Okay, there's no way I'm gonna be able to lift this and stick this on, and I'm gonna drop it and like break one of these bolts off. So
we're gonna show them without the spacer.
God, dude, these things are so heavy.
Yeah, there's no way I could have done.
They're still
Trying to give them a good
the 305 helps. It comes stock with a 285. So 305s help. Now we're gonna have the 15 mil on.
Okay.
There she is, 15 mil.
Oh man.
That is some beef right there. But these need to sit. Both front and rear are so good. The front could use that 285 tire, but the rear is money. Nice.
Now I want to do the whole other side.
You want to do the whole other
Yeah.
side? You're crazy. No way. Time to knock out the passenger side and get this thing on the ground. Good to go. Wheels, tires, and spacers all on. Now it's time to get this thing on the ground for the first time ever with the new suspension. Height adjustment on the coilovers. It does need a corner balance. When they corner balance the car, they will adjust all the height. So we just left it kind of where Nitron has it. That is so much better. It is
Dang,
aggressive. It
yeah.
is aggressive.
Look at that.
This
Hold
might
on.
rub.
Let's give him a close up here. That is.
That might rub.
We like a good rub.
I don't know about that. We might take the spacer off.
Why don't?
Should we try it first?
Why don't you try? Why don't you just try it?
I'll try it. All right. Officially on the ground for the first time ever. That rear is spicy, and we
Yeah.
managed to take those rear spacers off because of how thick the tires are. But a little spice never hurt. We're gonna try it out. I'm gonna torque these down. Let's get this thing out of the shop for the first time with the new setup.
Yeah.
It looks so much better with thicker wheels.
It does for sure, but
That's close.
close.
The meaty stance is definitely where it's at. Look at this. Is that what it makes you think of?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Damn, that is actually sick. First things first, we gotta go for a little rip.
Let me reverse that. Let's see how hard she rubs because I think it's gonna rub.
You think so?
I do.
We're about to find out.
All right.
Is anybody coming? Oh, it's already rubbing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not that bad. It's like it's a little rub.
It's a little rub for sure.
Dude, the suspension feels
It
sick.
feels nice.
That is like a noticeable difference.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy, that is some suspension, dude.
Wow. Feels good.
It does feel super nice. We have a very, very, very slight rub from the rear. But I don't know.
When
if
do you
it's
feel it?
maybe on like some certain like cambered turns.
Yeah.
The main reason I wanted to get these tires on the car, is because I wanted to drive. I just want to drive this car. I want to drive it on the street, have fun with it, and it's better to do that with a specific street setup. What are the odds that I absolutely just destroy this?
Look at our thirsty girl.
Taking it easy. Look at this floppy nozzle.
Yeah, it's super. There we go. That's a nice flow. Look at that.
We have a side quest that we have to go complete right now or take you guys along for. And we're gonna see how much the wheels rub on like highway driving, street driving.
Yeah.
If it's too much, we'll take the 15s off and I can always like get like 10 or something. Because I did go pretty beefy on these rear tires.
Yeah.
But
They look good though.
it looks freaking sick.
Yeah.
That's the good part. So I'm gonna quickly fill this thing up with some gas and ready to rip. Tunnel run. This thing rips so hard. It's just stock. I have an exhaust and intakes.
That's crazy. I forget about that.
Insane. Rub tiny,
just a
tiniest
little, you
bit.
know.
The tiniest bit. This thing makes all the right noises.
You have 1%.
I've been trying to pack y'all's order.
Sorry. We're distracting.
We did have a productive meeting.
Yes.
These are, oh my, we have a week left. It ends on Monday, right?
Yeah.
So the time that this video goes live, the giveaway ends today. So.
No, next Monday.
Next Monday. You guys have a week.
A week. You have a week.
You have a week left for the F1 giveaway. Every $1 that you guys spend is one entry in to win. Successful HQ visit. Got some orders packed for you guys. That's really awesome. Went over something a little bit secret that we've been working on for a little while, which I'm not ready to release just yet, but just know something's coming. Something different is definitely coming. But very exciting, and hopefully soon it'll be ready, but we're in the infant stages. Anyways, we're gonna head back home and pick this up tomorrow morning for our last and final adventure. Morning IPLs. One last adventure for the video. Surf trip. Yeah, for sure. Well, I need to be doing things, yeah.
What's up, buddy? Yeah.
Dude, this thing is badass. Let's do a little van check. Maddie just picked up this sick ass Westphalia.
Crib style?
Yeah, van camper. Dude, this thing is fire. This is the ultimate surf pad, dude.
Yep.
Maddie's been camping and surfing these past couple weeks, so this thing is so cool.
You got the upstairs. You can bunk up there.
Dude, you got 2-story van.
Yeah, that's right. I might rent that out soon. Airbnb, check it out.
Fire! So we are back in Oside, our old stomping grounds here, and we're gonna continue surf journey. So we just recently, last time you guys saw, picked up a new board. This is the Rusty Zeppelin 8-foot. I'm a bigger guy, so need a bigger board. This is like a fiberglass and epoxy mix, which is gonna be super sick for transitioning from like your foam board to this. That's really nice. Mission number 1 for today is stand up, obviously, but stand up earlier. I stand up a little bit too late, so I'm gonna work on standing up earlier, but most importantly, let's get some wave time in. Surf trip.
What you doing? Oh, jeez. You're gonna get so dirty. Yeah. No, stay. What are you doing over there?
Successful day, dude.
Yeah,
that was
good job,
sick.
dude.
It was shredding today. I think it was the best session yet.
Oh, for sure.
That was sick.
Yeah, hands down.
We stood up the most,
Yep.
got some pumps in,
Yep.
and got some really good rides in.
Yep, and no
That was
tail
sick.
to the head.
Exactly. Most importantly, no injury.
Yeah, no blood.
Yes.
That's always successful.
Well, until next time, Eddie.
Yep.
That was sick, brother.
Hell yeah.
All right, man.
Later, brother. Have
Next
a good
week for another surf adventure.
Yeah.
All right. Look.
He's so content right now.
He's so
Oh my
happy.
God.
He loves
He's like,
the
all right, I'm
beach."
coming next time
Yeah.
too.
Okay, Kalima's. Got my phone and stuff?
Yeah.
We were shredding out there.
You did so good.
That
Sparkle
was-
had the best time.
Yeah, that was definitely the best session we've had yet. Learned how to do face waves, drop-ins, did some pumps. That was sick. I had a lot of fun with that session, and I'm getting used to my new board. Now, since we're back in our old stomping grounds here, we are gonna go to one of our favorite places to eat when we used to live here. I miss Oceanside so much. I do love where we live and having the house and the shop, but living in Oceanside was awesome. Lots of good places to eat. Obviously walking to the beach. So we're gonna grab one of our favorite places that we used to go to when we were here. And show Sparko.
So good.
All the OGs will remember this. It looks so different. This is what I'm talking about, baby. Oh my. This is what we missed. So our apartment's actually right there, our old one. And we had this place right across the street called Klima's. Look at these burritos. Okay, like head reference, forearm reference. Insane. Are you kidding? This is the size of Sparko.
I know, literally.
So after surf sesh, had to come get some Klima's burritos.
I have waited 3 years for this.
All right, here we go. Just initial bite. Oh, like tell me that just isn't. This is like the perfect California weekend day. Coming from New York.
I know, what a like
Yeah.
it's 2 separate worlds for sure. New York is so fun to visit, but I'd rather live in this. Do you know what I mean?
Perfect post-surf meal for sure. Eventually, I'm gonna get good enough where I can take a GoPro out on the surfboard.
Yeah.
Right now, finish up here, head back to the truck. Let's get home. This was me and your mom's first apartment, right up there. Right over there.
Before you were born.
Good boy. This is where we're gonna finally end today's video. We're now back home from surfing. I did want to give you guys a quick update on the M2. We did decide to take out the 15 mil spacers in the rear, and those 305s fit so nicely that the rear doesn't even need spacers. I mean, maybe we could use a 5 mil and like really flush that up, but I think honestly the rears needed nothing. The fronts are perfect now with the 20 mils. You can use a little extra tire, but other than that, the fitment with the stock wheels and the new tires on the M2, perfect. I'm super hyped on how the M2 came out, and now just rip this thing around town, which is exactly what I wanted. Figured I'd also give you guys a surf update. We are going to be repairing my board. Let's end this video with some board repairs. Now, you guys might remember a couple times ago, not this past time, but a couple times ago, when we were surfing, I absolutely wrecked my head. I got barreled and surfboard went straight to the back of my head. Thankfully, I was okay, but the fiberglass of my brand new board cracked, and we gotta get this. Now, I don't live anywhere. This is my hair. Oh, look at this. I wonder if you guys can get this. That's crazy. Anyways, as I was saying, the thing is, I live nowhere near a surf shop, so it's really inconvenient for me to take this to get fixed. So I did a little bit of research online. Medi gave me this sealant stuff that's supposed to like heal fiberglass. We're gonna give it a crack. Literally, we modify cars and stuff here, so this should be kind of easy, right? We should be able to do this. I don't know, but let me show you guys the crack here. That's the crack we're working with. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's definitely letting in water, and we don't want that. Now, she's definitely not gonna be perfect, but much better than what it was. And obviously, if it sucks that bad, I'll just end up taking my board at some point, but I feel like we got this. All right. Dude, this stuff is wild. It's like fiberglass in a tube. What? Guts board repair. All right, direct sunlight for 5 minutes. There we go. Fiberglass repair, baby. Now, I do know that we can sand this down, but I'll probably wait a little while. But the board is all sealed up. I think she will get the job done, boys. Dutz Board Shop, open for repairs, baby. This is where we're gonna go ahead and end it. We have a busy week ahead, so get ready for some awesome stuff coming up. The wrecked Porsche is coming back here, and it should be completely finished this week, which is insane to say, but stay tuned. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today. Hope you guys enjoyed bringing the BMW back, as well as some surf content. Definitely got to do some more and just have some fun. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the new, fresh style of content lately, and we're definitely doing more of it, so thank you guys for all of the support. As always, if you guys have not already, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out.